Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you all, or maybe still Saturday where you are, but it is a Sunday in some parts of the world. So happy Sunday, Libras. This video is for the 11th of June through the 11th of July. The number 11 is a master number, just like 22, 33, 44, all the way up to 99 master numbers. But whenever you see the number 11 in any form, Libra, that's a wall plate where you see those two slits in the wall. When you see your door, that's the number 11. Because when you see, look at your cell phone, those looks like two pillars on the side, that left and right pillar. You're going from, or just anywhere, looking out your window, anything where those two pillars that looks like the number 11. Source is saying you're going from the known to the unknown, from the seen to the unseen, from duality, right? Good to evil, whatever. Like if you can look at it and say, I know what's good in my house. I know I feel safe in my house. When I go outside, I don't really know. When I cross over this portal, I don't know what's going to happen. That's why you speak things into existence. That's why you set your intentions, every single day. So whatever it is, the number 11, source is saying to you, it's time for you to step into your own light. It's time for you to be crystal clear about your reason here on earth, so that you're not distracted by anything else around you. Here we have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, we also have the Ten of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands, and also the Seven of Swords. So I love this. It looks like the moment that you decided, I'm okay with being alone. I'd rather be alone than being around hurt energies. Whether it's hurt energies hurting other people at work, or hurt energies hurting other people in your field, or your career choice or whatever, or hurt people in your family, relatives. You would rather be, like when people say, well, we're having such and such event at our house and we want to invite everybody, have a lot of bodies and whatever over there. You say, if it's going to be people over there that's hurting other people, first of all, I need to know who all is going to be over there. I need to know who's going to be there, right? Thank you for whoever is inviting you. It's like, oh, no, it's all fine. People have changed. They were going through. Listen, I still haven't healed from it. So I need to know who's going to be there. Same thing in the workplace. So source is saying to you, whether it's in your personal or your professional life, somebody, when you got to a point of even being single, you know what? I don't care what people think. I'd rather be by myself than being with somebody who is highly manipulative, hurting other people around, don't care if they're ruining stuff for you or anything. Source is saying that's when it happened. Because again, source has exposed some energies around you. And so when you got to the point of saying, I have to sit, I have a throne in my universe and I know how to control my emotions. I put my emotions under lock and key. That's where the breakthrough came in. You can't hurt me anymore. I'm sitting on my throne. This is my universe. I'm the co-creator of my universe along with God. And so now somebody's at the end of a long and arduous journey. Again, same thing. Family members. It doesn't matter what part of your life, but it's your universe, Libra. And so it looks like somebody has decided, I would rather go it alone than be in situations where I end up hurting other people that I love. So I do see somebody moving on in childlike faith. So congratulations and kudos to you all, because again, we're in this last quarter moon phase and there's a lot of lessons being learned for everybody. And last quarter moon phase is just like, okay, it's a time to kind of slow down and kind of sort of learn the lesson from this particular lunar cycle, by the way, which is still going on until the 17th of this month. We start a new moon phase in Gemini on the 18th. So it's like just taking some time to think, what did I learn about myself in this cycle? What did I learn about myself? I'm still learning every moment of the day. And one of the things that somebody learned about themselves is that they're not afraid of being alone. You'd rather be by yourself or uninvited to things. If it involves fake and phoniness, people cutting each other, hurting each other and thinking that's fun or funny, you'd rather not come. You'd rather not be invited. So I see you closing out cycles. Here we have the World card, the Chariot card, the Moon card, the Tower card, the Star card, and also the Temperance card. So all right, now that Seven of Swords lets me know it's two energies in particular, that will, something from your past kind of brought up some darkness in your spirit, and you said, no, you know what, I can take care of myself. See how this person with these two containers for their water, you know what, I'm responsible for my own joy, my own creativity, my own sexuality, my own fertility. I'm responsible for that in my universe. So, you know that that star shines in very dark spaces. So something was exposed. Something was exposed in you, but it was also exposed in two energies in particular. And so, source is saying to you, you may be at a crossroad in your life, but somebody is definitely choosing their higher selves. Like, I'm not afraid of being by myself. Here we have the World card. So, somebody is closing out a cycle airtight, and it's going to shock you, and it's going to shock a lot of people. But guess what? Everybody that was involved, and it's really karma coming back. And so, here we have the Temperance card. So, somebody has a guardian angel watching over them through, it may have already happened, or you could be going through something right now, Libra. But bottom line is, you decided to move on. I'd rather be by myself than have to deal with, loved ones who keep hurting me over and over and over again. I'm, and it's going to shock people that you decided, because this is deeper than taking the high road. You recognize there's certain energies bring the worst out in you, drag you down to a lower frequency. So this is bigger than taking the high road. This is somebody who said, I really sat with myself and I realized that there's certain energies I just don't need to be around at all. At all. I don't need to be around them at all. So I see you closing out cycles airtight. When I say people are going to be shocked, it's two energies in particular. Going to be shocked. Shocked, super shocked. But it's double karma for them. And here we have the Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Judgment card. Judgment in your favor. We also have the God card and also Ten of Wands. See, people have God complex, right? But they didn't realize that God resides in each one of us. So where they had a God complex, you are allowing the God in you to take over, right? And so their arms are too short to box with God. So trust me, you're out here breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. And so things are in your favor. All you have to do is proceed at the high frequency and not at a low frequency. I see somebody booked and busy. See, what I'm seeing here, Libra, is that somebody was praying for an exodus strategy. You know how sometimes you are in so much pain, you don't even know what to pray for. Your spirit is just moaning, God, please help me out of something, right? And so God gave somebody an exodus strategy. All you had to do was not be afraid of being by yourselves. Remember, you all are really a relationship zodiac sign, because this is about balance. But somebody is now so balanced out in their own universe that they literally, when I say that you're going to be very, very selective about who you give access to your universe, that's in friends, acquaintances, relatives, people who want to be a part of your soul family, whether they're related to you or not, jobs, everything, super selective. And so I see you celebrating something. I see somebody is operating in childlike faith and really, really celebrating. You have an enormous amount of compassion for people, and that's how people were able to get in and manipulate you, through your compassion, through your big heart. Being super fair with people. So now that you said I have no more air to give to it, meaning I'm not thinking about it anymore. I've already made my decision to move on. So like I said before, this last quarter moon phase, as you're coming towards closing things out and wrapping things up, Libra, somebody's going to feel 1,000% better. I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better that it's like, wow, I guess I had to go through a lot of things to learn lessons to, now make it all make sense. But when I say get ready to be booked and busy, meaning lots of duties and responsibilities, Libra, all you had to do was get away from that. All you had to do is get away from keeping certain energies on your scale, like meaning giving them access to your universe, because they were really weighing you down, draining you out, causing you to overthink things. Your breakthrough is coming through when things were exposed. That was your exodus right there. That was your exodus strategy right there. Like whenever we see movies where people feel like they got that one shot and they're going to take it. You remember the movie that's coming to my mind is the one with about Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It? And trigger warning, let me just say this, trigger warning, because that's a very serious subject. So if you feel like me getting ready to discuss the movie is going to trigger some emotions, I will not be offended if you decide, okay, let me stop watching it. So let me get a few seconds just in case somebody wants to move on. Yeah. There was a scene in the movie where she got to a point, they were on their way to a gig, I think, and they were in the back of a limousine, and there was that one last fight when she said, "You know what? This is my opportunity to leave. I don't even care." She jumped out of the car. She ran across the road. She was just like, "I'm done." And I think because so many people were aware of what she was going through, it was spilling over into, the fans were starting to see something was gravely out of alignment, right? So when she took that opportunity to move on, she didn't want anything. She's like, all I want is my name. I earned that, right? So, same thing with some of you all leaving certain family situations where there's been a lot of, talking about you behind your back. You the black sheep of the family. You the such and such and such and such. It doesn't have to get to a point where you feel like I'm racing out of a situation. Sometimes it comes across in a dream, and sometimes you're remembering certain things that happened in the past, and you're just like, wow, you know what, why am I even still connected? Why do I still keep going around certain family functions? Like, why do I still put up with certain things? When you have that moment of clarity, that's where the breakthrough is. Even if you're in a situation like even a job, why am I still in this job? I've done everything they've asked me to do, and I still haven't gotten a raise. Why am I still here? So just like that scene in What's Love Got to Do with It, when she jumped out of that car and she was running across that roadway and could have gotten hit. That's how some people leave jobs. It's just like, you know what, F it, I'm done. Like, I am so done with this. And some of you all say when you get home, oh, that's right, I didn't apply for any other jobs. But that's okay, God got you. That's where you start speaking. You saying, God, I really tried to hang in there. I tried my best to be super fair with these people, but look at what's happened. Look what we've come to. It's just exhausting. It's draining. So because that's what you're being rewarded for, is not going backwards. That's what you're being rewarded for, is not going backwards. So here we have the Emperor, we have the Death card, we also have the King of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, the Two of Wands, and also the Four of Cups. Some of the energies are so arrogant. I'm telling you, when I say they have a God complex, it's two energies in particular. They're so arrogant, Libra, that they would never apologize to you. They would never even want to see your point of view in how. And it could be some people who think they have something on you that they don't feel like they need to apologize, like they can use something against you to continue manipulating you or hurting you in some way. It can be people who are older than you that feel like, okay, I know more than you do. But guess what? Age doesn't equate to wisdom. It can be people who are in a leadership position at work who feel like, I'm the manager, and if you don't like it, then find another job. You know what? You're right. I am going to find another job. Just like I found this one. Just like God was with me when I found this one, God is with me when I find the next one, when I close out the cycle. Same thing with friendships and everything. So somebody's in a space right here. It's a whole new you, Libra. It's a whole new you. And you're looking forward to your own future. Here we have the Two of Wands. You're looking forward to your own future. Like I said, any energies trying to call you back to it through phone calls, text messages, emails, or whatever, trying to get you to go back into a lion's den or hell that you came out of, I don't see it happening. I see you get victoriously saving yourself, getting on your horse and moving on. Like I said before, I'm seeing judgment in somebody's favor, which means, and I'm saying you being rewarded. I'm saying victory for you. Like I said before, y'all notice in that movie when she left him, career skyrocketed. Because I think she was like 39 or 40 years old. People were like, typically people at this age don't get into the pop industry or whatever like that. We see what kind of a legend she became, right, after that situation, which inspires so many people not to stay in situations. And so many beautiful things came out of that, right? And so many people have been able to look at that situation and go, you know what, I can get the strength. Same thing with some of the people that you work with at work. Some of those people have left jobs and gone on to do better things. Some of them you never heard from again. They left these environments and they went on to do bigger and better things. So that's what's happening with you, and I'm seeing victory for you. I'm telling you, it's two energies in particular. Things are crumbling around them. It's a mess. It's a complete. It's going. And if they're not already, if they're now a part of your past, if they're still it's a mess. Things are just crumbling around them. But if they're currently connected to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, this video is for you to say, get the strength to be okay with leaving those energies behind. They're going to still talk about you. They're going to still run smear campaigns. They're going to still do whatever. But it's not going to stop or block what Source has for you. And here you are, King of Ideas. So that's what's going to make somebody very wealthy. Here we have the Four of Cups. So you sitting around thinking about it, like I said, you can have compassion. It's almost like, and I'm not even saying this in a funny way at all. It's almost like poor things, for real. It's like poor them, that you really think that you have such a God complex that you can really, hurt me. You can really hurt me in ways that you even have access to my emotions at this point. You have no more access to my emotions. So that's what I'm saying, poor things. Some people really feel like they just have that much of they're so narcissistic and such a God complex. They really feel like they know things about you that can hurt you when it's going to actually backfire. When I say you all are divinely protected, that is an understatement. So let's talk about these questions. So we're coming up on we're coming up on a new moon in Gemini on the 18th of this month. And so Gemini really is we're not talking about any Geminis that you know. We're talking about the zodiac sign Gemini that's ruled by Mercury. So Gemini is a divine masculine air sign. It's a playful sign. It's a very creative sign. It's a very curious sign. It's very interested in learning. It's literally ruled by Mercury, which is the communication and messenger planet, right? And so this is your opportunity to learn you're a cardinal sign Libra, but this is your opportunity to learn how to be a little bit more adaptable to your new circumstances without energies that you've left behind, right? This is where you're saying, you know what, it's time for me to be more playful, let my inner child out to play and have a great time and have fun with life, and doing the things that I'd like to do to nurture myself, because some energies have already been exposed. And you're not afraid of being by yourself because you're not lonely. It's a choice not to accept invitations. It's a choice not to be in certain spaces emotionally or physically. So here are your questions. First question is, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like work, your relationship, well-being, or home? Second question is, what is getting in the way of you changing your story, not their story, but yours? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then last but not least is, who are the 5 people you can get in touch with who can help you on your journey? Even if you don't have 5 people, you can start with 1, and that's Source. Like I said before, you're choosing to be alone. You're not lonely. It's a choice at this point. It's like, I've learned how to adapt, for some of you all, it's adapting to the single life. For some of you all, it's just really adapting without 2 types of energies in particular, right? So whether you're single, married, doesn't really matter, dating or whatever. So here we have this right here. You could have been attached to a sex demon. I do have information on my second channel. It's called the Knowledge Channel. That link is below. You could have been attached to somebody who had an addiction, an incubus or succubus. You could have been connected to those types of energies. And like I said before, and being connected to those types of energies, could contaminate you to make you addicted to something. But Source is saying, but not anymore. Now that things are exposed, you're moving on and things are coming to you with ease. That's right. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive. It is easy for me to receive, right? But when we're talking about receiving, you also want to make sure you are in complete control of what you're allowing to stay in your universe, people, places, and things, including your thoughts, money, whatever, and what you are saying. Nope, thank you, but no thank you. So when I say when it's easy for you to receive, it's easy for you to receive, you're also receiving information about what you left behind. And part of that is like, you know what, I'm so grateful. I'm still standing after everything that was said, done, intended to do to harm me. I'm still standing, right? So now it's time for me to thrive. That's what I'm seeing for you all. Let's make sure we got everything. Yeah, Libra, this is nice. Very, very nice. Oops. All right. Because, somebody, when you're dealing with people who are battling their own hell, the compassion and the fairness in your mind, you may think, okay, now I understand why they're going through what they're going through, whether it's jealousy, envy, rage, they've been hurt because people died, loved ones died, whatever it is, no justification for hurting you, none whatsoever. So here we have chant. Number 4, hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. That's right. That's a nice chant for somebody to say. But yeah, no longer are you dealing with this with somebody in their manipulative energy causing you to burn out, frustrating you, bullying, all of that, causing low chest posture, causing you to have digestive issues. All of that is a wrap. It's over. 444, I am protected. It's two energies in particular. And when I say energies, it's not just two people. It could be two energies. It could be two entities, two companies that you left behind. It could be two people. It can be two habits. It's two energies that you left behind. So 444, trust your journey, trust the way that your life unfolds, Libra, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. There's some people that's going through some karma. Two energies in particular going through some kind of karma that they sent your way, trying to drag you back to a lower frequency, trying to say that they have some secrets on you, they know certain things about you. Things are about to be in complete shambles in their life. It's already started. The moment that they intended to hurt you, it's already coming back to them. So things are not working out. If you really pay attention, and again, I just see somebody moving on and not looking back. But because you're sitting on your throne and there's energies trying to bring information to you, you're carefully vetting things. So it's not like you're in this bubble and you won't hear certain things. You may hear or even see certain things. But the bottom line is that somebody is committed to never stepping down off of their throne again and saying, hey, that's above me. That's above me. That's something they had to deal with God. That has nothing to do with me. That's outside of my universe. I saw it, I heard about it, whatever the case may be, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm keeping all of my good energy here for the people that I've allowed in, people, places, and things that I've allowed in my universe. I've already assigned levels. What level of access people have to my throne, those energies they have no access to my throne. So I can't do nothing about it. I'm completely living in God's hand. Like I said, they have a God complex. You do not. You know that God resides in you, but you also know when God says hands off, Libra, they got to keep on at it because they have a God complex. That's their ego, and that's going to tear them up. I'm telling you, watch. That's what I have for you, Libras, and I will see you all on Motivational Monday. Bye.